So the first Descendant crossplay beta just started. I was fortunate enough to play the first beta like a year ago. The performance was pretty rough. And at Ultra 1440p, I think I was averaging around 20 FPS. Let's hope this beta does have some serious performance increases. I am running an all AMD machine with a 5950X with PBO enabled and Smart Access memory enabled, a Red Devil Ultimate 6900 XT with an overclock, 32 gigs of RAM at 3200 megahertz. So let's go ahead and let's jump in and see what kind of performance we get in this bad boy. Alright guys, so this is low settings, 1440p. We're just gonna do one of the first missions here. Super easy mission. And we'll be using this to benchmark. But we are getting some pretty solid FPS. Averaging 169 FPS.
Would have been a huge disaster if the investigative corps had moved in first.
Not bad at all, man.
Significant number of enemy troops lying in ambush.
And again, this is all low settings. And it is worth mentioning that none of the preset graphical settings include FSR, but you can enable FSR, and this game does have FSR 2.2. and XESS or whatever the Intel's thing is, but I did not see DLSS on there. I don't know if it's just hidden because I have an AMD GPU or if it's just not supported right now. But our 1% lows is pretty dang far down there, boy. Holy cow.
Wonderful work. The investigative court will handle the rest.
How about this?
Alright, well, not bad at all. Average 163, 162 FPS. 1% low at 66, very interesting. Alright guys, we are now on medium 1440p settings. No FSR or dynamic resolution or anything that would hinder our native resolution.
Be prepared for more.
Actually, a pretty substantial difference in FPS.
Would have been a huge disaster if the investigative corps had moved in first.
Went from averaging 160 down to 120. Pulling 320 watts. Holy cow. Yeah, I've seen this card pull all the way up to 350 watts is the highest I've seen this card pull. Which is pretty crazy. But so far the game's been pretty fun. I don't know how far the beta is going to let me go, but it's been pretty enjoyable. But the missions are very cookie cutter. You basically just drop onto an area, and there's like little beacons, kind of like Destiny patrols. It's actually exactly like Destiny patrols, where you just interact with the little beacon and it'll give you a mission, and you just do that enough times to unlock the next area.
Wonderful work. The investigative court will handle the rest.
But there we go, averaging 120. On low, we were at 160. So that's a pretty massive difference. I'm wondering what we're gonna hit on Ultra. Alright guys, we're now on high settings, 1440p. Down in the 90s. I'm actually a little worried where we're gonna hit on Ultra, man. The beta a year ago, we hit 20. We were on 20 FPS average. 20 to 30 FPS. Which leads me to believe that maybe there's ray tracing involved, but there's no ray tracing setting in the graphics settings, so I'm not entirely certain as to why the FPS hit was so crazy in the first beta. But it's been like a year, so let's hope they worked out the kinks. What's going on here? What is going on here, bruv? And the game feels very good. The game feels good. It's fun to play. I'm having a good time so far. This is only my second Descendant that I've unlocked, though. And I think there's 11 in the game right now. But there you go, 96 average, 66 1% low. Actually a higher 1% low on high than on medium, which is quite odd, but we did cut quite a bit of FPS off. On low we were at 160 average, on medium we were at 120 average, and we dropped all the way down to 96 on high average. Let's see what Ultra has, dude. Alrighty, guys. We're on Ultra. It's not looking good, dude. We're in the 60s already. I don't know how Ultra is just obliterating my PC. Holy cow. Even my mouse input is like... What does this enable, dude? It does not feel good. Holy... Does not dude, it feels like it enabled VSync. It has like an input delay on the mouse. That is so weird.
There's a significant number of enemy troops lying in ambush.
Yeah, it's like it completely changed my mouse sensitivity by going to Ultra. What, the Davy Jones? And it's super delayed. There's an input delay, bruh. On Ultra, what's happening here? That is so weird. Yeah, we're definitely getting better FPS than the first beta. But there's definitely something funky going on there. It feels like VSync is on, and there's like this huge delay.
A powerful Vulgus unit has appeared. If we defeat it, the rest will retreat.
I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna use my ultimate here and see if we drop. Ah, no, we held 70 FPS as an average, but holy cow, man. I want to see what happens. Like, why does it feel like that? It 100% feels like it enabled VSync when you put it on Ultra. VSync is off, but dude, there's such a delay. We're going back to high? Yeah, and now it feels totally fine. Alrighty, guys, so we're trying Ultra.
We desperately need the support of a battle unit.
Wait, what? We're trying Ultra with FSR on, and at first it felt fine, but now it feels like VSync is on again, and my mouse sensitivity is like completely off.
We expected enemy ambushes.
What the heck is going on here, man?
Prepared for more.
We're getting decent FPS, but my mouse sensitivity is like all over the place. Also, all I'm doing right now is killing level 1 mobs, basically, on this mission, and I've leveled up twice in 2 missions. What? Is this a way to just power level? That's very interesting. Is this the best way to level your character? Yeah, there's something going on with Ultra settings. Because it is playing with my mouse sensitivity like crazy. It feels like my sensitivity got cut in half and VSync got enabled. So I have like this input delay. Even with FSR enabled, it's still doing it, so. I don't know. Yeah, like. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. It's like when I aim, the sensitivity is changing. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, guys, but when I'm changing the graphical settings, it's changing my mouse sensitivity somehow. Something weird's going on here, boys. Yeah, we got some serious problems in the graphical settings, lads. But this is high with FSR 2.2 enabled on quality. And this is what I actually play at.
There is a significant number of enemy troops lying in ambush.
Pretty respectable FPS. But I will say this is a GPU intensive game, so hopefully you guys have a pretty solid GPU. Unlike Starfield, which is a very CPU intensive game. I mean, there's areas in Starfield where I'm using like 40% of my graphics card, which is pretty nuts. But we're gonna go ahead and use our ult here and see how low our FPS drops. Ooh, down into the 80s there. Okay. Well, overall,
A powerful Vulgus unit has appeared. If we defeat it, the rest will retreat.
I'm pretty happy with the performance increase.
Handle the rest.
I mean, granted, we're getting 90 FPS on a 1 generation old PC. But overall, this is just where gaming is going, man. Optimization is going out the window. And granted, it is a beta, so there's probably going to be more performance increases. So you can't be too harsh on it. I don't even know when this game launches. I don't even know if it has a launch date. But only time will tell. Alright guys, well there is our benchmark of the first Descent. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, hopefully you have at least 10 gigs of VRAM, because we're using just over that. And this is a GPU intensive game, so hopefully your GPU is up to the task. Hopefully I'll see y'all on the next one.